100 players who shook the coach.
Highway, bringing in Kennedy. Great goal!
Ray Kennedy, you know, you're talking about legends here.
One of the best left-sided midfield players I've seen at Liverpool ever.
Callaghan again. Clever lob! Kennedy!
When Ray Kennedy signed for Liverpool, I think it was Shankly's last signing or last recommendation.
Ray Kennedy was one of those players that when he came to Anfield he had one heck of a reputation from Arsenal, but he had a reputation as a striker, and of course he made his real impact here in midfield.
He played in the 71 Cup final against Liverpool, and during that season when Arsenal won the double, he'd been instrumental in their success. Arsenal probably thought at the time that maybe he'd passed his peak as a striker, you know. So when Shankly bought him and then resigned, I remember being a cynical teenager thinking he's done that out of spite, you know. Whether there was any foundation in that, I was thinking he had been after Frank Worthington around about a similar period, and he wasn't signed for various rumoured reasons. But when Ray Kennedy signed, I thought, you know, he's a bit overweight and he looks like he's past his best.
Then he was converted to left-sided midfield.
And Kennedy on the left foot, which is his good foot, and it's in! Ray Kennedy gets it!
It was a master tactician that Paisley was, and he switched them.
I think I read somewhere that Paisley had found out that he used to play in midfield, you know, and probably looked at him in pre-season training or whatever and thought, well, he's looking a bit slow for up front, and then put him back into the midfield role. And it was, whether it was luck or genius, you know, who's to say, but, you know, it worked. And Ray Kennedy was absolutely brilliant in that position.
Case. McDermott giving them width on the right now as Case goes inside. Ray Kennedy coming round onto his right foot and scoring.
One of the things I remember about Ray Kennedy is when I'd left Liverpool, I was playing with Burnley. I was right at the end of my career, and we played here in a League Cup game, and I was marking Ray Kennedy. And the thing that surprised me for such a big man was how quick he was. I couldn't get near him all night. And he was just that sort of a player that could drift in positions, drift away from opponents. Very, very clever at it.
Phil Johnson could have a crack. Kennedy, he does. And it bounced in front of the keeper, and Ray Kennedy scores against his old club.
And he gave the team balance. Teams always need balance, and you know, to have a gifted left foot player is always very important in any football team. And Ray Kennedy gives them that, but he also gave that option of scoring goals from, you know, outside the box or just inside the box.
And what a brilliant left foot. One of those people that scored goals without really belting it. He knew where he was, he knew where he was going to put it, and he put it there.
And Dalglish, the scorer of 2 goals. Setting up a break here for Kennedy. 2 against 3. Kennedy trying to chip him, and he's done it! Ah, what a superb bit of hand. Observation by Ray Kennedy. And there's a big grin on his face as he's made it 3-0.
That left peg, I mean, you talk about John Barnes was probably the best ever here with the left peg. Possibly Peter Thompson as well when he was over there. But, you know, that Ray Kennedy left peg, he could just put it on a sixpence, and we've seen him do it so many times.
Kennedy's gone early and wasn't picked up, and scores! No wonder Graham Mosley can look like that and Kennedy like that.
And he scored some tremendous goals with his left foot. And just he was a joy to watch.
Yeah, against Bayern Munich, yeah, the 81 semi-final, the Howard Gale for game, and it comes over, Kennedy, bang, that big thigh about, he had a thigh about that big. He
had a certain grace about him, you know. He also had, similar to, in many respects, to John Barnes, he had that balance, and left footers always seem to look like that. Whether, you know, genetically it's like that, but left footers always seem to have more poise on the ball, and he certainly had that in abundance.
5 forward on the attack. That's a fine ball. Finds McDermott. Here is Ray Kennedy. It's so simple.
Could score goals, had a good engine, terrific left foot, and proved to be one of the all-time greats.
During that period, Ray Kennedy, yeah, he was definitely underrated. I mean, his appearances, I would have thought, you know, he probably had 300 to 400 appearances, I would have thought. I think he scored over 50 goals. Underrated, yeah. But you know, he was in a team with great players. He was just part of that team that was working so magnificently.
Souness, Ray Kennedy. Oh, he turned well on that.
He never attracted the limelight. He never sought the limelight, and you need players in the team like that. You know, it's all right having star individuals who can turn it on now and again, but you need that 100% dependency.
It's a shame the way he is now. Really hurts, doesn't it? You know, he's not well at all these days, and like that's testimony at Arsenal. I think they should do something else for him. Actually, that's a personal point of view. Like, but yeah, Ray Kennedy, another legend that, you know, we'll all remember forever.
Souness for Dalglish. That's a good ball. Kennedy is in the middle, and there are others arriving. Kennedy.
Here's McDermott. Ray Kennedy. Oh, what a brilliant run by Ray Kennedy. Oh, what a marvellous goal. What an absolutely choice goal.
Alan Kennedy. Ray Kennedy.